Hello there, it's Diane Huth, the Accidental Career Coach, and we're on day 25 of our 30-day challenge. We've only got 5 days left in our challenge, so this is very exciting. We're talking about personal branding today and the importance of having a wonderful business card. And we all have company business cards. I want to talk with you about having a personal branding card. We are two different people. We are an employee a lots of times of a company, but we also have to represent ourselves. And as I've said before, I believe that every individual ought to have a personal consulting company, and you should have a personal business card. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the characteristics. Of course, if you work for a company, they're going to give you their card, and it's an institutional card. It's going to have the company logo. It's going to have your official title. But regardless, you should have a brand that establishes yourself as a professional that you are. And it's important that we talk about if you're a college student, a lot of times they give you the college will print a card that has the college logo and says, you're a candidate for a bachelor's degree. Forget about that. That's not important. You want a card that represents you professionally. And you always want to have a number of different things. You want to have a professional email address, and that should not be a school email address. It should probably not be your AOL address. It should probably be a Gmail address that has your name in a memorable manner that people can identify it's you, not some cutesy little name. Nobody wants that. So you want to have an email address, preferably a Gmail address. It could have your first name, last name, first name dot last name, first name dot initial dot last name, first name, last name, MBA at gmail.com or whatever it is. So you would want that address, or even more importantly, you might want to have your own consulting company, which we're going to talk about in a couple of days. Is easy peasy, very simple to do. We should all, if you've got 5 or 10 years experience, you should have your own company in your own name, talking about the skills that you do, which is my professional name. And so you want to do personal branding. You want to create a logo, an icon, a look, a feel that's going to be consistent across all of your branding materials. That includes your resume, your LinkedIn page, bios, website, however you present yourself, you should have a professional icon. I'm going to show you a little bit. This is my business card. And one of the things we're going to talk about is that photo is how I represent myself professionally. It's a studio photo, and that's consistent on my business card, on my website, etc., on my books, etc. Same photo, different presentation. Even though it's a couple years ago, I try and stay as close to that look and feel as possible because that is my visual brand. So you want to have your personal branding. You want to have a studio photo shoot. And so you want to make sure you don't just clip something for your LinkedIn page and everything. Go to a studio, Walmart, Target, there's dozens of photo studios. You want a professional, a career, or a resume photo. It shouldn't cost a lot. They're all digital today. Should cost you between $25 and $30. And say, no, I don't want the package with the wallets and the 4x6s and all that stuff. No, I just want a digital image, or you really want 3 digital images for your personal and professional branding. You want a headshot about here to here on a white background. You want one on another neutral, darker background. And you may want a bust shot from about your waist up, something that could be interesting, a pose that talks about who you are professionally, that you might have like on a website, some things like that. So you might want a couple of different views, but the key thing is you want a photo headshot on a white background. And you don't want prints, you just want to upload a digital file. They'll either give it to you, they used to give it to you like burn a CD, but today they just host it on a site and give you a password, then you just download it. And so you want to have a professional photo, and you want to use that photo consistently throughout your different brand materials. On your card, you want to have a title. It could be the title if you have your own company, CEO, founder, etc., or it could be a functional title. A lot of times for college students, I'll recommend, they say, well, I don't have a job yet. Well, put your career, finance and administration, accounting, whatever, brand marketing, social media. So put the field that you're in, even if you don't have a title, like a manager, a director, president, put the field that you're in. So it's Diane Huth, brand marketing, consulting, author, etc. So that's what's going to be on my card. It doesn't say I'm the CEO of Huth Turnkey USA Inc., right? It's how I represent myself professionally. And you want a card that is distinctive and easy to remember. I always use colorful cards. So many people have, I've got one here for you, like just the plain old black and white card. This is easy to forget, right? Even with the logo. I have cards that are in color. And one of the things that I do, so I have colorful trims. Here's a border. These are just some old ones I grabbed real quick. I also use the back. Got all that white space. It costs the same to print a two-sided card as it does to print a white-sided card. So in my case, I give you a free gift. And it's a free download of my books. And it gives you a free gift, and then it puts you on my email list. So I want to use that space to talk about. So I'm an author. Oh, these are my books. This is where you find them, and these are my free offers. So when I only had one book out, this is a lead magnet. It's called. It's a free gift, which is a 15-page career guide and checklist. So you do different things. You should have times, appointments. Sometimes people use calendars that are memorable, and so people will keep their card because it has an annual calendar, whatever it is that you want that will be memorable. But you want a card that's distinctive. I like one that's in color. You should use color. It costs the same to print a one-sided black and white card as a two-sided four-color photo card. So you might as well use that additional branding. And make sure you do something distinctive in terms of design. You want a color, and that's going to be consistent across all of your branding materials, your website, your business card, etc. So my color is kind of this color red. I often, when I'm doing media interviews, I'll wear red because it works for me. And so therefore, that's kind of my color. And I use that same color, that same Pantone, that same RGB color. I use it across everything, my website, everything. So I have a color which I use as my brand. I have fonts that I use as my brand, and I have an image that I use as my brand. You also want something that's distinctive in a business card. It could be, in addition to color, it could be like a metallic type. It could be a raised embossed font. It could be extra thick paper. It could include rounded edges. I've seen cards that are unstandard shape, and I don't like them. I know some people who have a little round business card. I don't like that. It's too far out of the norm to be effective. I think you're more effective using color, shape, design, rounded corners, thick font, maybe a special nice silk paper or a linen paper or something like that. So you can do some things. Metallic inks are really interesting, etc. And it's all part of building a brand. I buy cards. I have a commercial printer that I use, but if the man on the street, and sometimes I do, if I can't get the effect that I want, I will go to Vistaprint. And at Vistaprint, I can get photos, business cards, and they have a whole set of them that you can go in and use their templates, and they have like 100 that have a photo template. So I would definitely recommend you do photos. And I think that's really important that you use a business card effectively as part of your brand. And it should match your other materials. If you have thank you notes, if you have a website, all these same elements in terms of design, color, font, look, feel, photo are part of how you build your personal brand. So that's my tip for you today. I suggest that you go inside the challenge at www.reinventyourcareerin30days.com and find some more information in the video with more examples. And I will see you back here tomorrow at 3:00 to talk about ways to create affinity in networking, how to be likable, how to be memorable. That's going to be really important. If you want more information, go to my services site at www.dianehuth.info, dianehuth.info, and I'll show you the different courses and services that I'm offering. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. I will see you soon inside the challenge or back here tomorrow for more information. Take care. Bye-bye.